Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Lundy on the rip. Hello?
How you doing? I'm Shelton with American Income Life Insurance Company. I spoke with you about your no-cost benefits and your Child Safe ID kit endorsed through the International Union of Police Association. Is Mary home?
Yeah, she is.
Okay, so they got me using my laptop to save time and for quality control. Do you mind if we sit at your kitchen table near your outlet?
Yeah. How long is this going to take?
They got me going to a member every hour on an hour, so it's not going to take long at all. Okay? All right. Shoes on or off?
You can leave them on.
Okay.
Great.
So they got me running around like crazy. So if it's okay with you, I'm going to go ahead and go over the quick version.
Okay.
Right?
All right, great.
Hey, while I set this up, how long have you guys lived in the area?
I've lived in the area about 16 years.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a lot of family in the area?
Yeah, I got my, brothers, sisters, nieces, and nephews all here.
Okay.
Mary just moved here about 3 months ago.
Okay. Where do you work?
I work at Midas.
Midas.
Yeah, I'm an auto mechanic.
I'll get the Midas touch. I know about that.
There you go. There you go.
All right. So what do you do there?
Just mechanic.
Okay.
Just work on cars, licensed technician.
Hey, maybe you can fix my car, or I could bring him up to Midas because I'm having car trouble.
We'll always take care of you, man. Yeah.
That's good. Okay, so let me tell you exactly what my job is. First, I'm going to deliver your Child Safe ID kit and your additional benefits that you're entitled to, okay, if you qualify. Now, this is a two-part program. The first part protects your kids if something happens to them, and the second part of the program protects your kids if something happens to you. My company works with over 20,000 different unions, credit unions, and associations handling their additional benefits. Because of their relationship with the International Union of Police Association, you'll be able to get access to those exclusive benefits, excuse me, that groups like firefighters and police officers have had access to for years. Okay, here's a quick introduction video to give you an introduction to the company.
Okay.
Congratulations! American Income Life is proud to deliver your valuable benefit package, including the Child Safe kits you requested. American Income Life is a member of Torchmark Corporation. The financials.
All right. Here's your Child Safe ID kit. I'm sure you know families with children, right?
Other families and children? Yeah.
Okay, so this kit provided by American Income is one of the most comprehensive on the market, and it gives the police what they need to help find a missing child. Okay? You can only get one of these from someone like me, and I have one of these for each of your children.
Okay.
Okay, I can tell you how this works a bit. Okay, so you're going to fill out the personal information right here. All right? You're going to go ahead and fill out the physical description. All right? And then you have the fingerprint strip, and you might want to do that over the sink because it can get a little bit messy.
Okay.
All right? And then you also have the DNA samples. You can attach like hair follicles to that. All right? Because the thing is, every time you turn on the news, you hear about human trafficking, kidnapping, or a child running away from home. If something was to happen to one of the kids that you know, when you want them to have this kit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So through our partnership as the endorsed company to handle this program, you'll be able to get this kit out to up to 10 families. Okay. So who's the first family we can get this kit out to?
I have my sister.
Okay. What's her name?
Her name's Lucy.
Lucy? All right. And what's her last name?
Smith.
And what's her phone number?
You need her information?
Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure we get that kit out to her.
Okay. So you need her phone number. Are you gonna call her?
Well, no, I'm not going to call her personally, but we will try to get in contact with her to get one of those kits out to her.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Her number is 555-123-5511.
Okay. And the next person?
Let's put down my brother.
Uh-huh. What's his name?
His name's Carlos.
Carlos. Okay. And what city does he live in?
He lives here.
Okay. And Lucy does too, right?
Mhm.
All right. And what's his phone number?
555-1212.
All right. And who's next?
I mean, really, that's all that I have.
Okay. All right. So the next no-cost benefit is the health discount card. The health service discount card.
Okay.
Since group coverages can be changed or taken away, this no-cost benefit will give you up to a 60% discount on vision care, prescription jugs, hearing aids, and chiropractic services. This brochure has all the enrollment information, including the website and the toll-free telephone number. I'll leave this for you. You can check this out after I leave.
Okay.
All right. The next no-cost benefit is the accidental death and dismemberment benefit. This benefit gives you up to a 60% discount on, accidental death dismemberment benefit. With this benefit, this is a living benefit that will pay you $1,000 for the loss of one hand, one foot, or sight in one eye, or $2,000 for the loss of any two. Now, Mary, for you, this is a death benefit that will pay you $2,000 in the case that Joe was to die accidentally. Okay, now I know $2,000 isn't all the money in the world, but I'm sure you can see how that will help, right?
Yeah.
So, Mary, go ahead and sign here acknowledging the benefits and that you are the beneficiary.
Okay.
And Joe, go ahead and sign here acknowledging the benefits and that Mary is the beneficiary.
Okay.
The next thing I need to do is put 2 emergency contacts down on here in the case that you guys were to die in a common accident together. It would be wise if they were local, over the age of 18, and living outside of the home. Who's the first emergency contact?
We'll put my father.
Okay. What's his name?
Jerry.
Jerry?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And
Garcia.
Garcia?
Mhm.
All right. And who's the next?
We'll put her aunt, Barbara
Barbara
Streisand.
Streisand. All right, Joe and Mary, I need your help. Can y'all help me with something?
Sure.
So American Income gives me 10 life insurance certificates that they allow me to use for families that you introduced me to. This doesn't cost you or them anything. Worst case scenario, they get more insurance and you help me out. Now, everyone always gives these to their two emergency contacts. So aside from them, who's someone else that we could put down on here? You mentioned Barbara, but does she have any sisters or cousins that we can put down here?
Yeah, so on her side of the family, we have her cousin. Yeah, so we'll put down her cousin. Her name is Taylor.
Taylor, okay. Okay, who else?
We'll put down her little brother, Mikey.
Okay. And who else?
How many do you need? I mean,
we're trying to get it to up to 3. It looks like you're there, but we can shoot for 1 more.
Okay. Ricardo. Yeah, we'll put down my best friend, Ricardo.
Okay. So please make sure that you Let the families know that you extended the no-cost benefits to. Give them a call or a text. Let them know that I'll be getting in contact with them in the next couple of days. Okay? Now, the reason why this is a two-part program is because right now, families are seeing some serious gaps in their coverages. That's why they thought it was important enough for me to send me out here personally to review this with you. Okay? Now, here's the list of concerns. The first concern is funeral and final expenses. Okay? Now, funerals, do you know how much funerals cost right now? Okay, so they're ranging between like $15,000 and $20,000. Okay, and the thing about it is when there's a funeral, that funeral home wants to be paid out immediately. Okay, the next concern is paycheck loss. When a member dies, their paycheck usually dies with them. All right. Now the third concern is mortgage. All right, families may lose their homes after a sudden death of a breadwinner. Have you ever heard the term lose a spouse, lose a house?
Yeah. No, I haven't heard it, but it makes sense.
Yeah. So, you can see how important that is. The next concern is children's protection. All right? Now, benefits provided through a job are typically not permanent. Okay? So that creates a risk for the children. All right? And an unexpected death could, jeopardize the future education, of our educational opportunities for children. Now, the next concern is copay and deductibles and loss of wages. All right, health insurance pays out the doctor, but who pays you when you go into the hospital? Exactly. The next concern is loss in pension and retirement account. Unexpected situations can create a dramatic pension reduction. All right. Now, the next concern is terminal illness, especially cancer. According to the American Cancer Society, men have a 1 in 2 chance of developing cancer. So for you, me and you, Joe, that's just the flip of a coin. Now, for women, it's not as bad as 1 in 3. All right. Medical expenses are the leading cause of bankruptcy nowadays. So the next concern after that is affordability. Now we sit down with people making, $7 an hour, and some making $47 an hour. Some working a ton of overtime, and some being laid off. The thing is, they wanted to make it affordable for everybody. Okay, so imagine like you go into work tomorrow, and your boss says to you, "Hey, since business is going pretty well, he's going to pay you for 41 hours instead of 40." Now, with that one extra hour, are you and Mary going to buy matching Ferraris?
Ha!
Exactly. Start construction on the dream home? Mm-hmm.
You're right.
Of course not.
Yeah. Wish.
So let's say on the flip side, let's say your boss came up to you and said, since business is going pretty slow, instead of laying off you and your coworkers, he's just going to send everybody home on Fridays an hour early. Now, with the loss of that 1 hour, are you guys going to have to cancel a dentist appointment for the kids?
No.
Get rid of cable?
No.
Is it going to take food off the table?
Absolutely not food.
Exactly. A 1 hour adjustment really doesn't change anything. Okay? But with that 1 hour, you're going to be able to eliminate all your concerns.
Okay.
Next, I have the needs analysis, I'm going to go over some questions with you, okay? Now, if there's no recommendation, there will be no reason to go over any recommendations with you. But if there is a recommendation, I'll just review it with you.
Okay.
All right. So, have you had internal cancer in the past 2 years?
No.
Insulin, diabetes?
No.
Cardiovascular disease?
No.
Currently using oxygen?
No.
Any terminal illness?
What's a terminal illness?
We could say like cancer. That's one.
Okay. What's another one?
Heart attack, stroke, anything like that. Okay. Alzheimer's?
No.
Okay. Have you used tobacco in the past 12 months?
I vape.
Okay. So that's a tobacco product.
Okay.
Okay. Anything excluded from the application? Currently on probation or parole?
No. Not anymore. Ah!
Arrested or convicted for a DUI?
Nope.
Okay, so how much you guys bring home every month? Take home pay.
Oh, Mary and I?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, let's see. With get paid and twice a week, taxes. I probably make. Actually, let's be exact. I bring home $3,200 a month.
32.
Mm-hmm.
And Mary?
Oh, this my sugar mama. She brings in $4,200 a month.
Okay. All right. And how much life insurance do you have through your work?
Man, mechanics, we don't have any life insurance.
You gotta have something. Do you guys rent or own?
We own this home.
Cool. So, how much is the balance on the mortgage?
Oh, what's owed?
Yeah.
We owe $325,000.
All right. And do you know the interest on that?
4%, pretty average, pretty standard.
And then you know how many years left on that?
15.
15. All right. Do you have insurance to pay off, your mortgage in case of your death?
No.
And how much have you saved for your child college education?
Nothing. Haven't even been thinking about that.
All right. So do you use checkings or savings?
What do you mean?
For your bank?
What bank do I use?
No, like, are you going with checking or savings? Like, what do you use more frequently?
Oh, well, I mean, I have savings, but we everything comes out of our checking account.
Okay. All right. So before I go over your areas of concerns, I have this mandatory read-off letter,
Okay.
which explains how the enrollment process works. Instead of reading this entire thing, Joe and Mary, let me just summarize it for you.
Okay.
Okay, so what it's basically saying is that as I'm going through the benefits and you're thinking to yourself, hey, these are some really great benefits, then I'm going to go say, enroll today. On the flip side, if I'm going over these benefits and you're thinking to yourself, these are some good benefits, but I don't see how it feels a need for me and my family, I want to say not to apply today. Either way, yes or no, your decision has to be made during the mandatory enrollment period. In fairness to all the others waiting to enroll. They can do it this way because everything has been checked, rechecked, and approved by over 20,000 groups. Okay? Now it's just going to be a simple yes or no. Make sense?
Okay.
All right. So I do have this officer report form, which is sort of like my report card. All right. So that's why it's important to stop me and ask questions. Okay. Joe, do you promise to stop me if you have any questions?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Mary, you too.
Yes.
All right. All right. So let me go over your options using an illustration.
Okay.
Let's say you go into work tomorrow at your current job, and we'll call this job A. Now at job A, you're making $1,050 per week, and you get your normal group benefits. Okay. Now, let's say tomorrow you're going to work and another job opens up. Okay, we'll call this job B. Now, with job B, you get your normal group benefits. You got your same coworkers, same responsibilities and everything. But with job B, you're making $1,020 per week, or about an hour's wage difference. Okay, but with that 1 hour, it's going to eliminate all your concerns right over here. Now, the first concern, the first concern is funeral and final expenses. There's a 100% chance that your family's going to need this. I'm going to let the video explain.
The warmth of family is one of the most beautiful and valued things in life. For this reason, saying goodbye to a loved one can be difficult, and even more so when we are not prepared. The emotional distress adds to the financial burden. It can be devastating to lose the family savings or even the family inheritance.
Okay.
So, American Income is going to provide you with $15,000 of coverage for this need. The Freedom of Choice certificate has been set up to take care of this burden for your family. Okay, this protects any existing insurance or savings that your family has. Right now, with your current job, you don't have that. So, all right. Now, obviously, Mary, when Joe dies, you're going to be missing him. But a few weeks after that, you're going to be missing his paycheck too. So American Income is going to provide you with $180,000 of coverage for this. Now, Mary, this will give you and the children $3,000 for 60 months. And this will be reviewed, renewed, and updated every 10 years. Okay. The next, besides their income, the next thing people want to protect for their families is their homes. So American Income is going to provide you $100,000 of coverage for this. Now, if you were to die during your working years, it would be probably due to an accident. So to give you the best value, they're funding this through an accidental death benefit. Okay? Right now, with your current job, you don't have that. Okay? So the next concern is your children's future education. So with this benefit, you're going to be able to give your children $50,000 or $100,000 of coverage, of permanent life insurance. Okay. Now, yeah, if you died in it, yeah. So like, you'll be able to get $50,000 or $100,000. Okay. Okay, so the next benefit is going to be the children's additional. Also included is a $10,000 insurance policy for your children, all 18 years and younger that qualify. Now, when they turn 21, they can convert this to 5 times the amount or $50,000 of permanent life insurance with no health questions. Your children will definitely thank you for, having the foresight to set this up for them. Okay. Now, the next benefit is going to take care of some income concerns. Now, with this benefit, it's going to pay you $100 every time you go in for a bump, bruise, or bee sting. And it's going to pay you $200 every time you go in the hospital overnight. And it's going to pay you $400 if you're in the hospital for intensive care. Now, if you're in the hospital, what are you not doing?
A lot of things. Well, not working.
Okay. And if you're not working, what are you not making?
Money.
And then do the bills still come in?
Absolutely.
Exactly. So with this benefit, they're going to go ahead and pay you. Like if you're injured on or off the job and you're in the hospital for 5 days, they're going to pay you $1,000, okay?
Wow.
Now, with your current job, all you receive is bills and income loss. Okay, so on top of that, it's going to pay you. It's going to pay you $10,000 for the loss of one hand, one foot, or sight in one eye, or $20,000 for the loss of any two.
Okay.
Mhm. And right now, with your current job, you don't have that one either. Okay. Now, like if you were to be, in an accident, this will catch you and your family off guard and stop your Social Security accumulation and your pension. So with this benefit, they're going to go. The surviving spouse or children will receive $20,000 to $100,000. All right. Now this is set up for both of you. That way you're both protected. Okay. Another important feature to this program is if you're diagnosed with a terminal illness such as cancer, you'll be able to access half of your freedom of choice and half of your income protection. The remainder half will be given to your family. Now, Joe, you'll have 97,500, and Mary, you'll have 34,500 to put your family in the best financial situation before you pass. Now, American Income has been around for over 70 years and has an A+ rating. Unlike your group benefits, these benefits are permanent and portable. Okay? And if you're involved in a qualified strike, you're going to be able to, they're going to cover the benefits for 3 months. And if you're involved in if you're involved in a layoff, they're going to cover the benefits for up to 3 months. And if you're involved in a strike, they're going to cover the benefits for up to 12 months.
Okay.
Now, just so you don't lose those. Okay. Now, if you had the option between job A and job B, which one would you choose?
I would choose job B.
Okay. Why would you choose that one if you're making more money right here?
Because of all the coverage and the benefit protection for my family.
Exactly. They set this up to be a no-brainer. Okay. Now, what I just went over with you is what the benefit software suggests as a basic plan. Okay. There's one more option you can choose from. They're suggesting that you move to a preferred freedom of choice of $31,000 to protect your family from inflation increases. Okay, this actually gives you a better rate. It's about an extra $12 per week. It's about extra $12 per week. So, do you want to go with the basic plan, or do you want to do the basic plan costs about $30 per week, or do you want to do a little bit more for your family and go with the basic protection already built in for about $42 per week?
With the basic, wait, explain that to me one more time.
Okay, so the basic plan is about $30 per week.
Okay.
Okay, or did you want to do a little bit more for your family and get that that inflation protection built in for about $42 per week?
We'll just go with the basic plan, 30.
Okay, smart. That's exactly what I'll do. Like I said, you do need to qualify for these benefits. So let me go over a few health questions with you to see where you're at.
Okay.
All right. So, have you ever been treated for alcoholism, alcohol abuse, including member AA? Advised for physical to reduce alcohol consumption?
No.
Ever used drugs not prescribed to physicians such as cocaine, amphetamines, hallucinogens, tranquilizers, narcotics, or sedatives?
No.
Have you ever had your driver's license suspended or revoked because of a movement violation or been arrested, including arrest while intoxicated under the influence?
No. Impossible.
Okay. Have you ever used marijuana in the past year?
No.
Okay. So, I'm not the underwriter here, but based on what I see, it looks like you should be able to qualify. Um, we got our mandatory read off list. I'm sorry. This is our Q&R checklist that we review with all of our members. And it just explains how the enrollment process works and how they handle the benefits. So this is done on a once a month computerized deduction through a banking system. Having it done this way actually gives you a better rate. So did you want to go with so you'll be able to choose your due date between the 24th and the 7th. Your program is $90 per month. So which this can be handled anytime between the 24th and the 7th. What date is best for you?
That's when that's when it's gonna pull the money out of my account.
Yes.
Okay. We'll go ahead and do the first.
24th. Okay, the first. Put the first down here. Okay. All right. Let me go through this. Because this is a member-owned program, and once this is issued, this can't be taken away from American Income or by your employer. There is an application process which we started with your health questions. So since you're a tobacco user, they won't ask for oral swab. This enrollment process takes anywhere from 2 to 8 weeks, okay? Now, if accepted, you'll receive your policy and a congratulatorial letter welcoming you to AIL. If you are denied, you will receive today's deposit back, and you could write to American Income and request why. Okay? Obviously, with these benefits, you are conditionally covered from the moment that I walk out the door. So the first bank statement happens immediately within 24 hours of the application, 24 hours to 48 hours of the application. The first premium is going to be on the 5th, as we explained. Items we need to complete the application is your driver's license, doctor's information, and any meds taken in your checkbook.
Okay. All right. There you go.
Right. Okay. Now I'm going to go over the health risk. Now, at some point in everyone's life, they become uninsured and they'll be declined for insurance. This is typically due to age, health, or habits. Okay, if you are approved, okay, there's 3 possible outcomes. Okay, now the first one is you can be approved standard, and this is due to having little to no health issues. The second option is you can fall somewhere in between the perfect health and the uninsurable line. And then the third option is, the company that I work for, they want everybody to be approved. So since they want that, they created another category called special risk. Okay, in this program, you will pay the same as someone else with the exact same health profile. Okay, think of it like speeding ticket or car insurance. Someone with a lot of speeding tickets wouldn't pay as much as someone with, a perfect driving record. Okay. Okay. And then the last option is the counter offer. Okay. So they make this offer to people that they normally wouldn't insure as a last chance to get covered. Okay. Yep, they use this as a last chance to get covered. last chance to get covered. All right. Now, Joe and Mary, everyone takes advantage of this program, like yourself, because, of the cost compared to the many benefits that you get. But, you know, it's very rare, but sometimes a member cancels, could be a week, a month, or a year later. And we end up seeing these same people, the next enrollment period, which can be, between 2 and 3 years. And these same people are upset because they're no further than they once were before. They end up wanting to, rejoin the program, but the problem is the program is more expensive due to their age. Okay, so like if it's uncomfortable for you, if this program is a little bit uncomfortable for you, let's fix it right now while I'm here. Okay, does everything sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, so please keep this program in place, okay, for you and your family. And the next time you see me, you'll be really happy you did.
Okay. All right.